Well, studies show that 80% of us prefer to buy Australian-made food and beverages, and over half of Aussies link the Australian-made logo with high-quality products.
Yeah, but you might be surprised by which iconic brands are actually owned by overseas corporations.
They are the nostalgic jingles that everyone can sing along to. But could you tell which of these famous local brands are actually Australian-owned and made?
Because we love our Vegemite, we all adore our Vegemite. It puts a rise in every cheese.
Vegemite meets the tick of approval, manufactured and owned by the Bega Cheese Group. 4 and 20 pies, a dinky die, and R.M. Williams is as true blue as they come. But what about this snack?
You know the deal? 3 wishes and all that?
3, huh? All right. I want a packet of Tim Tams that never runs out.
Well, while Tim Tams are still made right here in Australia, Arnott's is actually owned by American investment company KKR & Co. Milo is also foreign-owned, as are Paddle Pops, Uncle Toby's Oats, and, surprisingly, this kid's favourite.
My dad picks the fruit, he goes to Cotty's to make the cordial that I like best.
While we all want to buy Australian-owned brands, supermarket aisles can be a minefield of conflicting claims and logos. But now, a new government-backed branding system is changing the way we shop.
Oh, we've been singing along.
Some catchy jingles there.
We know all the words. CEO of Buy Aussie Now, Chris White, joins us live from Melbourne. Hi, Chris.
Hi guys, thanks so much for having me.
Welcome to the show. Why is there such a push from consumers for Australian-owned and made products right now?
Oh, look, my job is the best job in the world because everyone wants this. I think there's such a push because consumers recognise now that there's an opportunity to get behind Aussie made and really make a difference. I think at the start of the pandemic, everyone went online, and with that came the ability to change the way you buy. And I think consumers not only are looking for great bargains, but they're also looking to make a difference to the world they live in, the community they live in, and of course the economy that they're in.
Sure.
Yeah, and just to support, small Aussie businesses as well. But Chris, even on an international level, it seems like a lot of countries are choosing to preference Australian products.
Look, it's incredible. I mean, the demand for Aussie made, not only in Australia, but across the world is huge. Countries like China, where 1 in 4 purchases of any retail product is done online, the UK, the US, Australian is seen to be better quality and, guys, better value too, and that's a really important message here. Australian made is actually great value, especially when you buy it directly from the manufacturer.
Okay, and safe? I mean, we are the envy of the world over as how we've handled COVID. Are we seen as being a safe bet?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, Australian made, typically when you're buying Australian made, you know that it's coming from a manufacturer who's using the best quality materials, especially if they're Australian materials, and it's being manufactured in a great way. Of course, the staff are being treated better, and of course you're helping the community, as I say.
So your company Buy Aussie Now is hoping to change the way we shop. How?
Yeah, absolutely. So look, I think the number one thing about Buy Aussie Now, everything that's online, we've got more than 20,000 products now on the Buy Aussie Now marketplace. Everything is Australian made and it's Australian owned. But the number one thing that I think to point out as the difference is you're buying direct from the maker or the manufacturer. And that's really the difference. I think Australian made sometimes in the past has got a bit of a bad rap for not being the best value or the best price because imported is seen as cheaper. Look, a lot of that has to do with the markup that retailers have to charge to make a profit. But if you can go direct to that maker, especially a lot of the small and medium-sized businesses, you're actually picking up a bargain.
And that's, I think, been a large part of the beauty of what you've started there, Chris, is, providing this greater access direct to the manufacturers. I mean, you started only, I think, what was it, a year ago? You must be so blown away by how successful this has been in such a short amount of time. But this new tick of approval system that you've introduced, we love this. I think it's a fantastic idea. The government's behind it as well. Explain it to us and how it'll work.
Yeah, great. So the tick of approval is really simple. If you're a business on Buy Aussie Now, so right now there's more than 6,500 businesses, 6,500 businesses making incredible products here in Australia. Just by signing up, once you've been approved, you'll get the tick of approval. Now, that's a mark for you to take, because on buyers now it's very obvious everything is Australian made and owned and you can trust what's there. But out in the market, that's for them to put on their products, put on their advertising, so people can recognise that it's Australian made and it's Australian owned.
And is that hard to police though? Because we want to be able to trust this. So how can how can we trust the tick, I guess?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we've got a team of people who go through the checks. In terms of some of the checks we do, we're looking at who owns the company, not just who makes the product. And that's an important distinction here is the Australian-owned component. It's easy to find that information out. It's just not readily available for consumers, which is why we've gone and put the tick together.
Okay.
So many Aussie companies are going to want the tick. How do they go about getting it? Can anyone sign up? Explain the process.
Yeah, absolutely. So, pardon the plug, but jump online to buyaussienow.com.au and click Sell With Us. There you can register. It's a really short form. Our team will be back in touch with you as quickly as we can. I would recommend to do it sooner rather than later. Since we did the media launch with the Treasurer Josh Frydenberg only a week ago, we've been inundated. So the first in, best dressed, jump online or go to our Instagram page at buyaussienow and you can follow us there too.
Okay, we've seen a bit of an influx of fake branding, companies adding tags to cheap foreign products, trying to sell them. How do we make sure that what we're buying is legit? So look at this.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Look, unfortunately, Aussie made is seen to be better, so everyone's going to try and claim it. There's no easy way. What I would say is go and do your research. So go direct to the manufacturer. Have a look at their website. Even pick up the phone and give them a call. That's probably the best thing I could suggest. Or go to buyaussienow.com.au, of course.
And you'll do the hard work for us, okay?
We sure will.
Okay, we get it. Thank you so much. Congratulations
Good on you, Chris.
on a great initiative.
Thanks so much for having me.